Thank you. Regular session, Mayor and City Council meeting, 6 p.m. Wednesday, July 1st, 2026, City Hall Council Chambers. Call this meeting to order. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Mr. Bojorquez, would you do us the honor?
Yes, sir. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. Any call to the public, Miguel? No call to the public? Continue proclamation. Oh. Anybody offered to read the proclamation? Okay. Vice Mayor, please read us the proclamation on Child Support Awareness Month. Thank you.
Proclamation Child Support Awareness Month. Whereas the City of Nogales joins the nation in recognizing August as Child Support Awareness Month and reaffirms its commitment to strengthening Arizona families by providing child support services to improve the economic stability and well-being of children. And whereas the state of Arizona will always be committed advocates for our children whose safety and security remains top of mind. And whereas a child who receives emotional and financial support is more likely to feel safe and secure and is better equipped with the courage to be the very best in life. And whereas the Department of Economic Security Division of Child Support Services, DCSS, is robustly committed to putting Arizona children first and to humbly serving Arizonans with excellence, respect, integrity, and kindness, as well as being an overall champion in economic growth and opportunity. And whereas DCSS strongly advocates for parenting responsibilities because parents and children benefit when both are engaged with the child at every stage, regardless of marital status. Whereas DCSS recognizes the commitment of legal guardians who accept responsibility of children in the absence of parents. And whereas strengthening individuals and families with emphasis on fiscal responsibility promotes the safety and well-being of children, provides stability, improves the lives of children, and provides opportunity for families to be able to enhance their children's future. And whereas Child Support Awareness Month values parents' involvement in their children's lives and who make regular child support payments to safeguard their children's future. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the Nogales City Mayor and Council do hereby proclaim the month of August 2026 as Child Support Awareness Month.
Was anybody going to receive this proclamation?
No, is anybody out there that will receive this? No, they're not present today. I'll receive it, they should be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we move to recognitions. A, recognition of Jacobo or Jacob Cruz for achieving the distinguished rank of Eagle Scout and for demonstrating exceptional leadership, dedication, and commitment to community service. Ms. Montiel, do us the honors.
Thank you. Jacob and his family, if you can come up here, please. And your family, Jacob, and your troop leader, Steve. I see Steve out there, Mr. Martinez. As they say, it takes a village to raise an Eagle Scout. So all of you are welcome to come up here. Yes. Yeah. It's an honor for me. Hello, Jacob. Thank you for being here. It is my honor to give this achievement to you, Jacob Cruz, for your exceptional leadership and dedication and commitment to our community. Thank you so much. And you will say it better than I if you could say a couple of words on what was your Eagle Scout project. Yeah, thank you.
All right, so my Eagle project, I went to the cemetery and I planted 144 flag holders for veterans who did not have flag holders.
Oh. Thank you. Steve, do you want to say a couple of words? Of course you do, Steve. We want Steve to say a couple of words. He's, yes, go ahead.
With all the flags and the donations that he got, it was an exceptional leadership. We're all proud of him.
Yes, we are. We are all very proud of Jacob. You've done a great job. You're a model to so many kids out there. And I know, Steve, you've done a great job. And I know.
Yes, he is Eagle number 78 in 255.
Oh, Eagle Scout number 78. Has that all been under your leadership, Steve?
Oh.
Yeah. And there's a couple of Eagle Scouts out there, I see. Yeah. Congratulations, all of you. Well, thank you. It's an honor. I wish you a lot of luck. All of us on behalf of council and mayor, we wish you a lot of luck. We're going to hear about a lot of stories about you in a very positive way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank you so
Jacob.
much.
Keep it up, buddy.
Thank you. Keep it up. Thank you, Jacob. And we have something from the mayor and then council here. It's a certificate in recognition of your achievement. And we also have, of course, we had to give this to you. Yes, the flag, the American flag. And this is from the mayor's office. And do you want to do this, Mayor Maldonado? And this,
Or
here
city
you go, Mayor.
coin, and then we have us. And a little gift card for you.
Yeah.
All right?
Yes. Would the parents like to say something? Would the parents?
All the other parents that are here,
Wait, hold on, please.
okay,
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
with all the parents that are here, we appreciate you supporting your children here as well. But we're just very proud parents of Jacob that started with Cub Scouts up in Phoenix, being a wolf, and now coming all the through to Eagle. And we were just so blessed for Troop 555 for embracing us when we moved down from Phoenix and really supported us. If you have any kids that would love to join Scouting, it's one of the only troops here in Nogales, so we would love for you guys to join us. But I just want to say thank you to Councilwoman Montiel for just supporting Jacob with this project and really supporting us, and to the entire City Council. We are very blessed and we're grateful for the opportunity. Thank you.
It is our honor. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Martinez. Thank you, all of you, for being here today. All of you Boy Scouts and Eagle Scouts, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Montiel.
Thank you.
Next, we move to item B, recognition of elementary and middle school arts contest winners for Nogales Unified School District and Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District for their outstanding artwork distinct What America Means to Me. Ms. Montiel.
Yeah, thank you. As you all know, this Saturday we celebrate 250 years of America's birthday. It started off here at the City of Nogales back when we had the traveling museum come in from the office of Secretary of State Adrian Fontes, who is his aunt is Norma Ahumada Fontes. And we had the honor of having the traveling museum visit the City of Nogales. There were a couple of cities all around Arizona, but of course, being a native of Nogales, Adrian chose for one of the stops to be here at the City of Nogales. His grandfather was a mayor here of Nogales. You could see his picture outside. So we were very proud and honored. So we continue to do a lot of 250th events here and a lot of different activities to honor our country. As we all are sitting in this room very proud of the fact that we have been part of the 250 years of America's story. And we will continue this Saturday with the fireworks, and which starts at 4 o'clock at Turley Park. And of course, we have the parade this year that will be at 11:15. I still have the 10 o'clock in my mind at 11:15. And we have a lot of people that are going to join the parade. We have a great lineup. But today, it's my honor, and it was very difficult to choose. Ms. Omada will talk a little bit about how we worked this program out, and she will announce the winners. I'm so glad you're all sitting here, and the parents. I'm just so proud of you. So Norma, if you could tell them a little bit about how this all worked out.
Good evening to everyone, Mayor, Council, and everyone else, audience, parents, but most of all, students. We're really glad to be here this evening to recognize the winner of the 250 America Art Project. It was sponsored by the city. I'm Nora Omada, and this is Mrs. Marva Twaits and Mrs. Cecilia Corey. They were, as well as Councilman Montiel, we were the judges for this contest. And we had more than 80 submissions from this whole county. So it was very difficult for us to select. We had schools, charter schools, and even homeschooled students. So we had to pick 4. We actually picked 24 that we thought deserved recognition. They all deserved recognition, but you can't pick them all. So what we did was they had to depict, their artwork had to depict our theme, which was what America means to me. And the students were encouraged to freely express why they love their country. And so the artwork is based on originality and visual appeal. Different levels, different types of work. So the students, and I'm so glad to see the students here tonight, are going to be called up by Mrs. Montiel, and we're going to have Mrs. Twaits and Mrs. Corey hand out their certificates and their little token gift. So as they call you out, please come up and stand in front and just stay there. Don't leave until we're all up there. We should have all 24 here. Thank you. Let's go, guys.
All right. You can tell she was a principal, right? She talks like one. Yeah, I recognize that tone. First of all, thank you so much, Ms. Twaits and Mrs. Corey, for being here. And we're also missing Ms. Vasquez, who was also one of the judges. Yeah, you whatever you feel comfortable with, Marva. So again, boys and girls and parents, thank you for being here today. It was a lot of fun doing this contest. It really was. I'm going to start off with a kindergarten student by the name of Sofia Cruz from Coronado Elementary. Next, we have Matthias Lamb from Sunshine Christian School. Okay, we'll make sure he gets his certificate. The next one is Neliki Panasopoulos. Make sure we give him his certificate too. First grade winners are Diego Ramos from Mitchell Elementary School. Aw, he's brave. No le dio vergüenza a él. Next we have Itana Cabral. Did I say your name right, mija? Yeah? And she is from Mitchell, A.J. Mitchell School. The next winner in first grade is Michelle Santa Maria from AJ Mitchell, too. Second grade is Alejandro Chavez from AJ Mitchell. The next winner is Millie Olvera from Girl Scout Group 563. And the next winner from second grade is Belle Roberts, also Girl Scout Troop 563. We'll make sure she gets her certificate. Third grade is Nicolás Ledesma. Nicolás Ledesma. And he's from Coronado Elementary School. Next one is Jaciel Pacheco from Coronado Elementary School.
Jaciel is in service of playing Little League Baseball.
Oh, did you hear that? Okay, that's very important too. And the other third winner is Belle. Did I say Belle? Oh, I'm sorry. The next one is Sebastian Rocha from Challenge Elementary. Those are the third grade winners. In fourth grade, we have Camila Ibarra from Mexicayo School. Oh, okay. Next winner is Renee Retes from Bracker Elementary. Some of these students, they're in vacation during the summer break here. And the next winner is Leila Angulo from Bracker Elementary. Those are the fourth grade winners. In fifth grade, we have Allison Melendez from Calabasas in Rio Rico. Next winner is Julian Rodriguez from AJ Mitchell. In a few minutes, we're going to ask you guys to show your drawing, okay? You're going to have to move it forward, show your drawing. And the next winner in fifth grade is Kiara Gonzalez. Those are our fifth grade winners. Our sixth grade winners we start off with Eddie Ramirez from Little Red Schoolhouse. Another student from Little Red is Gustavo Gomez. Let's see if we can see them here. And the last winner from sixth grade is Ana Valenzuela from Wade Carpenter. And she's also a Girl Scout. In seventh grade, it's Ana Paula Gonzalez. Make sure I say your correct name. Ana Paulina Rosas Huerta from Little Red Schoolhouse. and Alfonso Munoz. Okay. Those are the 24 winners that were selected for this contest, What America Means to You. Well, if you can turn your picture so that everybody can see your drawing, if you could just put in the front so everybody can see your drawing. Show them the wonderful work that you did. All winners, yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Norma. Thank you for Ms. Montiel, and thank you for doing this. Kids, thank you for participating. It shows the proudness of the city in what America is meant to you. So thank you very much. Thank you, parents, for having your kids participate. Congratulations to all.
Yeah. Thank you, boys and girls. And I really we all appreciate your hard work. And hope to see you at the 4th of July this Saturday at the parade and at the 4th of July event. Thank you also, parents, so much. And along with that, I'd like to thank the judges, please, because you also did a lot of hard work in selecting all these winners when we had so many entries. I'd like to say thank you to the judges. I know it took a lot of time. If you can come up here, thank you so much. Miss Cecilia Corey, thank you so much. Thank you. A little gift. Gracias a ti. Tinina Vasquez, if you can give your other half. Yes, thank you. And next one is to Myra Trace. Thank you so much, Marva. Thank you, Marva. And last but not least, Miss Omada. Thank you so much for always helping with these many activities that we have. Muchas gracias. And they also represent, Norma, you want to say on behalf of the Women's Club? Norma, do you want to say that it's on behalf of the Women's Club too?
Here's our Women's Club president.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead, Marva.
On behalf of the Women's Club, we'd like to thank all the kids who participated. It was a lot of work, and we enjoyed the judging. It was a lot of work because we have a lot of talented kids in our community. All winners. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Montiel, and thank you all participants and parents for this great event. Thank you. Next, we move to number 6, presentation discussion regarding an incident action plan update from the acting city manager for Independence Day holiday events scheduled for July 3rd and 4th, including departmental and interagency coordination, staffing, emergency preparation, traffic control, logistics, and public safety measures. Mr. Laria, thank you.
Mayor, Council, public, the 4th of July celebration, anniversary of 250 is to be recognized. The city has something wonderful planned. Parks and Recs have coordinated the event. The parade to start at 11:15. It'll run from Morley Port of Entry north on Morley Avenue, and the festivities start at Hohokam, Fletcher Park, Turley Park at 4 p.m. The activities will run with fireworks approximately 8:30, and there is a special celebration during the whole event. We hope everybody was able to participate as a community and in that activity. Throughout the county, there's other activities going on. The importance of the Nogales Police Department, the Nogales Fire Department, and all the surrounding agencies with mutual aid, we all pitch in and we all staff to be able to protect each other. We have to put together IAPs, which we call incident action plans, and those incident action plans validate the staffing and the security so that everybody stays safe during those events. We do ask that everybody participates and drives safely. Be cautious on the situations that come at hand. The temptation to have a get together at your own house and have a picnic is enormous. Everybody wants to continue the celebrations. There is a reminder, the state of Arizona does not allow fireworks. It is illegal to have fireworks in the state of Arizona. The city of Nogales, it also has an ordinance that does not allow you to have fireworks. There is fireworks presented on behalf of the city council and the city of Nogales for everybody to participate at Turley Park. That is the place to go and to enjoy. Please follow those codes. You can see any additions to that as far as Nogales Police Department and the ordinances online. The Forest Department does not have any fire restrictions. We've been a little bit blessed with weather as it is now. The recovery times are perfect at night. Temperatures drop, and we do expect Mother Nature to participate on that day. Patagonia has announced that they are going to postpone their fireworks. They're going to continue with their parade. Tubac is going to have it on the Pimeria Park. They're going to have daytime activities. Rio Rico is going to have festivities on the 3rd. All the traffic on Highway 82, I-19, all we ask is Joe Public and everybody remain safe. We are there to protect you and to help if the call needs. 911 is the medical plan throughout the county, and all interagencies are fully staffed along with Coronado National Forest. So if there's any reason, we want everybody to stay in place. We will issue alerts or advise if there's any need to change plans. As far as that's concerned, the celebration should go without any hiccups. We're going to have a couple of surprises that the council has arranged. David Oropesa has arranged for the Parks and Rec, and the coordination of all the city departments have pitched in to make this a very wonderful and safe celebration.
Thank you. Thank you. And I had Mr. Lariva talk a little bit about what he just spoke because of the fact that it's been pretty warm outside. And as you heard, the Patagonia canceled their fireworks. They just announced it today. So it is important to keep safe out there. And I don't know if the police chief would like to say a couple of words, Mr. Mayor, on behalf of.
Mr. Jimenez, would you please just.
Thanks.
I think.
Thank you, Mr. Lariva.
For any precautionaries on traffic control and street closures that you are looking to do. Thank you.
Sure. Mayor, if I may, members of the council, Mr. Mayor, as Chief Lariva, I'll just echo his comments and the fact that the police department, I mean, to be honest, we've been doing this for years and we have a lot of experience in dealing with this. It's not going to be any different than the years prior. The only thing is it's growing, and that's a good thing, but at the same time it's a challenging thing for us. The parade is set to start at 11:15 due to the flyover that's going to occur that day. But we're going to start doing road closures around 9 o'clock, and the pre-parade traffic is going to be dealt with. The parade, last I heard, entries were hitting in the 30s. And that's just entries. Each entry is allowable to have 3 vehicles, which is helpful. And hopefully, if you multiply that 3 times the 30, it could be about 400 cars, but hopefully not. But it's manageable. Like I said, we've done this in the past. The route is very manageable. It's a straight shot from the Morley port of entry, the pedestrian, to where the reference point is the Memorial Park. We have all traffic control set up, and at the same time, the event at the park is going to be starting, so all the vendors or participants are going to start showing up, and they have a timeline to when they can go in and out. And once that time hits, the closures are going to occur on Hohokam, and they're going to be generally just a little bit north of Doe Street and a little bit south of Calle Sonora. And the reason we do that is twofold, is because we want it to be safe, because if there's a lot of people attending the event, a lot of pedestrians will start walking on the roadway, and that eliminates the possibility of accidents occurring with a vehicle and a pedestrian. The event itself, like I said, we've done this many times in the past. There is incidents that happen here or there, and they're controlled pretty quick and, and addressed. I don't foresee any issues other than a lot of people being there and hopefully enjoying the event. We do have support. I don't know if Chief Laria mentioned, we do have support from the U.S. Marines. They're going to be supporting us in both areas, the parade and the event, with not necessarily like enforcement, but they're going to be like extra eyes. They're also going to be out there helping Parks and Rec with the cleanup, which is very beneficial and it makes the place, you know, more manageable. But that's kind of, you know, the brunt of it. Does anybody have any particular questions regarding any of the two events?
Mr. Jimenez, on the event at Turley, I've been asked if there's going to be like possibility of you know, if they're carrying, you know, not carrying, but bringing an elderly or something, will they have able to drop off, you know, people and then move their cars to parking areas?
Yes, in the past, we addressed that with the support of Parks and Rec. They do have those golf carts, and we also have what was called the Razors, like an ATU. So if they're able to utilize those vehicles, we do. But we do make the exception sometimes that's not really something they can manage. We do allow the vehicle, but it's going to be escorted in by a police officer or one of our parking enforcement officers to the nearest point where they can get off. And then when it's time to pick up, we just tell them to be patient, because when the event does end, you know, everybody wants to leave at once, and that does cause a big traffic concern. But we have all the intersections already taken care of prior to the event ending. But yeah, there is going to be support for handicap and anything like that.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? No?
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you know, both chiefs, and hopefully everybody remembers. Go and enjoy the 4th of July parade at 11:15 down Morley, and then the festivities start at 4 till 11 p.m. at Turley Park. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Montiel. Next, we move to financial, number 7, financial monthly report, May 2026. We'll give everybody a little time to move out. Go ahead. Sergio. Está bueno.
Gracias.
Déjalo. Gracias a todos por venir. Thank you. Later, buddy. Bye.
And Jess. Move up.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council.
Go ahead.
Today I bring you the May financial report. For 11 months into the fiscal year, we were supposed to be above 92.7% in revenues and below 92.7% in expenditures. Most of the city's overall financial position is positive through May. General fund revenues are above the year-to-date budget targets, while expenditures are below the target. All special and enterprise funds are also show revenues above expectations and expenditures below expectations. Table A, it would be the general fund. The revenues total $20,604,767, putting it at 99.9% of the budget for the year. For expenditures, it's $29,937,819, which is 68.8% of the budgeted amount. General fund expenditures exceed revenues by 1.3 million year to date. General fund revenues are $2,060,640 above the year to date budget. Tax revenues are 1,626,247 above the year-to-date budget. State share revenues are 211,537 above year-to-date budget. Expenditures are 10,392,732 below the expenditure budget. Next, please.
Sergio,
Yes.
I got a question. Go back to the last slide. Last month we were on revenues more than year-to-date expenses as 1,228,793. And this month, you turn it around and now we're negative 1,333,052.
Correct.
How did it go over? You're looking at a 2,500,000 change.
So what happened in May, we had 3 payrolls. So I was looking at the increases that we had in the month of May. And the main ones were payroll, because we normally have 2 payrolls. So that's the big increase was 2.1 million was just payroll alone, which includes the payroll and the
In
ERA.
1 month?
What's that?
In
For the
1
month? Yes. For contractual services, we had a couple of increases there. And we also had the payment for PSPRS bond, which is for the unfunded liability. And so that's another $1.5 million. So it's a bigger increases in expenditures for that month when we had to actually pay those invoices. And then we also paid a bigger amount, which is about $344,000 for the admin building. Looking at the revenues, sometimes we get revenues late in the month or early the following month. So I was checking June's month just to make sure how we're doing in revenues. And approximately the first week of June, we get in about $1.3 million more deposits. So
Okay.
it didn't come in May, but it comes in June.
Okay. Thank you.
For Table B, the deposits were for local sales taxes is 1,051,961, which is 216,289 more than May of last year. The total sales tax collections, it's 75,382 below the same last year overall. Next. General fund expenditures by department. Overall, the general fund department spending is at 68.8%, which is below the 92.7 straight line benchmark. All departments are all below the expenditures. Next. For HERF and overweight fees, revenues total 3,041,946, which puts that department at 104.5% of the budgeted amount. Expenditures are at 2,039,483, which is 59.9% of the expenditure budget. Revenues exceed expenditures by 1,002,463 year to date. HERF revenues are 344,132 above the year-to-date budget, and the expenditures are 1,118,997 below the year-to-date budget. For overweight fees, revenues total 420,703, which puts the fund at 140.2% of the annual budget. Expenditures is 153,979, which is 16.8% of what was budgeted. Revenues exceed expenditures by 266,724 year to date. Overweight revenues are 142,603 above the year to date budget, and the expenditures are 697,142 below the year to date budget. Next, please. For the sewer fund, revenues total 3,632,391, which puts the department at 111.1% of the annual revenue budget. Expenditures are $2,309,140, which is at 65.3% of the annual expenditure budget. Revenues exceed expenditures by $1,323,252 year-to-date. Sewer revenues are $600,916 above the budgeted amount. Expenditures are $1,204,189 below the budgeted amount. Next, please. For the water fund, revenues are at $3,258,702, which puts the department at 97% of the budgeted amount. Expenditures are at $3,111,786, which is at 74.7% of the budgeted expenditures. Revenues exceed expenditures by $146,916 year-to-date. Revenues are $143,426 above the budgeted revenues, and expenditures are at $751,230 below the budgeted amount. Next, please. For sanitation department, revenues total $2,868,850, which puts the department at 102.3% of the budgeted amount. Expenditures total are $2,783,406, putting the expenditures at 74% of the budgeted amount. Revenues exceed expenditures by $85,444 year-to-date. Revenues are $268,615 above the budgeted amount. And expenditures are $702,639 below the budgeted amount. Business licenses. As of the end of June, the city had 1,950 active business licenses. The city issued 60 new licenses with no cancel or suspended. Any questions?
Again, I want to reiterate that on our budget between sanitation, water, and sewer, we're around $1 million collected more than budgeted. And on expenditures, on all three, we are at 2.6 less expenses than budgeted. Then on revenues year to date, all three were 1.6 above. So good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Ms. Montiel.
On the last meeting, you asked about adding the additional costs that the city is going to pick up for the employees. Did you do that? I don't see it reflected here.
No, what I mentioned is that we won't probably get to see that effect on the cost till probably like late of next year, probably the fiscal year. Probably around February, March, we'll probably know
Of 2020,
if it affects any of the costs. Yeah, because we budget at the max for every employee. But just in case, by February, March, we probably should have an idea if any money has to be transferred to the budget.
So the city is picking up the costs,
Correct.
the additional
Yes.
costs for every employee. How much was it?
It was actually approximately budgeted amount. It's $1,066,000.
1.6? That's one.
1.06.
Oh, 1.06. That's a huge difference. Yeah. Okay. So that's all cleared up then.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Thank you. Moving along to item number 8, discussion direction and possible action regarding U.S. Customs and Border Protection proposed use of acquisition of city-owned property identified as TCA NGL-1083 for border barriers construction, including possible authorization to negotiate a right of entry purchase, easement, or other related agreement. Mr. Larriva, you have that one?
Yes. Basically, simple protocol on the behalf of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. they're requesting permission to access the shooting range. It doesn't affect the operations, confirm with Nogales PD, to see if they need to assess more work to be done on the border wall. They don't foresee that they will need that property, but that formally they want to ask for that permission. The agreement and the permission is attached for reference. If you have any questions, we'll be happy to attain that.
Anybody have any questions? Go ahead. Go ahead, Ms. Menendez.
I see here that they mention a considerable amount of $5,000.
A courtesy amount of $5,000 for
Who
permission.
gave that figure, us or them?
The feds.
Oh,
They offer that same amount to everybody.
oh, okay.
Correct.
Oh, that was going to be my question. Yeah,
Good question.
yeah. So, Mr. Laria, we don't have a choice. I didn't. We always have a choice. I know. That's why it's on the agenda. But
The easiest choice is to cooperate and accept their option A, which is accepting that
the five-
and receiving that
amount.
funding in order to exchange for permission to go assess.
Okay.
Otherwise, the other options are more complicated.
Yeah. I agree.
I know,
Thank you.
Mr. Lario, we have a prior agreement also with them. So does this mean that they will be taking care of the area and all that also? Will they be grading and doing all that on the,
Any work or any assessment that they need to facilitate their foresight, they would let us know separately. So they'll make a separate agreement if they have to actually do something. Right now, it's just permission.
because I know on one of the easements to the driving range, right, Mr. Jimenez, they do some grading on it? That the Border Patrol already does some grading on some road over there that belong to the city?
It's actually a combination of property owners there, because there is some private and there is the city property. The reason Border Patrol assists is twofold. The access road that runs adjacent to the borders, they do that grading and upkeep. The road that takes us to, and I'm talking about the police department and other users, is the one that runs through rural roads and makes its way to the range, and it has several areas like it goes through private property and eventually to city property. Border Patrol and some other agencies that use the range have, they courteously, they say, what, we're going to help you upkeep the range because you're allowing us to use it because the range does belong to the city of Nogales.
Yes.
And us giving them permission to use the range for their firearms qualifications, that's their way of saying thanks to the city by doing some of those things for us.
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
So have those property owners in that area? I know some of us are property owners there. We haven't been advised of any of that type of thing.
It's just their focus is along the border.
The road.
So just there.
And the shooting
Okay.
range is focused
Because-
touching that
Oh,
perimeter
okay.
that they have. And that road is now owned by the federal government. So
Yeah.
they maintain that road by eminent domain and cooperation with the various property owners. It is deeded as federal land, just
That's the legal part of its deed.
correct.
Okay.
So that is their access road to that parcel, and they maintain that.
That's why they haven't been sent notices, those property owners.
Correct.
Okay.
So they're not crossing anybody else's
I got
property.
it. Thank you.
And their focus is the border fence.
Makes sense. Thanks.
Go ahead, Mr. Doyle.
Thank you. Out of curiosity on the range, maybe the chief can answer that. Who cleans up all the, after, I guess it's got to be on a kind of a regular basis, but who does the cleaning up, all the shells that are, do they pick up on their own, the officers after they shoot, or is it every so often, once a week or something, somebody goes and cleans up, or?
What actually occurs, Councilman Doyle, is there's, if you can picture, there's exactly 4 ranges adjacent to each other and one just south of that. And they're assigned to different agencies. And when they do their firearms training, they're required to do cleanup, not only for the spent rounds. And actually what they do is they'll pick it up and leave it there in containers. And that's once again the agreement that we have with them, that stuff is now picked up eventually, once it's gathered up by the police department and it's taken to it's kind of like a metal refinery in Tucson. And actually, there's some money that is exchanged, and we bring that money back and put that back into the range for upkeep. Actually, clean up like weeds and that kind of, each individual agency takes part in saying, where we're going to go and clean up. Some go a little further. They provide porta potties. They provide water tankers there to have water in case there was an issue. So it's an agreement we have with all these agencies, and I know legal has been involved with some of these decisions and how we partner with them, but ultimately it's the city of Nogales' range, and we have the ultimate control there and say and do what can happen there.
So at the end, that kind of takes care of, we're not going to get stuck with the cleanup bills and down the road. I guess that's where I was getting to. So it's pretty well supervised.
Correct.
Thank you. That was my question.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Mr. Doyle. So, all in favor of, do I have a motion? Do I have a motion to yes, to approve? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. B, direction and possible action on implementing temporary hiring freeze exception for existing essential positions and delegate positions management authority to city manager. Mr. Dahl?
Yes, Mayor, I kind of placed this, because we've had this, at times, a crisis, financial crisis with the city, and sometimes we get good news like today. And so basically, though, it's more to get the change of hands in city management on the table here and on the same page that we can be with him. That's the reason more than I put this. And I'd like to ask the chief, when I say a temporary hiring freeze, it would be more to your discretion, not just at random, because that's why I put exception of existing essential positions, which really only you can tell at this point what's needed and what's not. So basically, it's kind of again confer and delegate that position management authority to the city manager. I think he has already, but just to reinforce it from the council. And if you have anything to say on that, Chief, before we start discussion, I appreciate your comments.
Mr. Doyle, Council, I believe that's part of the city charter and the understanding as far as that's concerned to maintain the services to the community and to the public. We want to make sure that that continues operations, which might be taking note of the financial situation that we're in and taking that into consideration with maintaining essential services and the necessary positions that need to be filled.
So is this a proper, do you feel comfortable with us voting on this to pass or decline, or maybe we need legal?
I don't think we necessarily need a vote on it because it's reiterating kind of what's in the charter. And then the message that I'm taking away is that we want that discretion to pay attention to maintaining the essential services in line with our budget.
Okay, I just kind of wanted to be on the same page. So really you don't need to take a vote on this? No. Okay. No, so then I pull that agenda item out.
Thank you.
From the vote.
Okay. Any other questions? We move along. C, discussion, direction, and possible action regarding regular reports from the city manager to the mayor and council on all consultants, contracts, and professional service firms engaged by the city, including their scope of work and associated costs. Mr. Doyle.
Again, I placed that because we have a change of hands, and I just want to again reinforce kind of having the council be more aware of what's going on. And so basically, we're not brought into the picture a lot of times from different contracts. Like I found out that there was some firms that we were, I guess, hiring people, and we're not aware of the actual cost of it, or the need of it. But I just like to know, and I don't know if the rest of the council wants to be aware of that. Well, then we can vote on it and have those reports given to us by the city manager during month to month when we have the meetings, monthly meetings, just to bring us up to date on, and if we need to approve anything or disapprove or looking forward, well, we can put those items on the agenda and future agenda items. But basically, it's just to be more informed, work together with the city manager and get legal advice on those things, and basically be on the same page. That's the reason I placed this on the agenda.
Mr. Bonilla, you have a comment?
I believe the manager has a manager's report every council meeting. I don't see a need. His job is hard enough right now, and to have him start typing out reports and handing it in to us, I think at every meeting every city manager does his report. I think this is just a little bit overkill. And if you want something more in particular, you can always visit the city manager's office and ask. I just think this is a tad overkill when the city manager already gives a report every council meeting.
And I thought about that also, but I'd like to get our city manager's input on this, see if it's something that would be burdensome or take you away from other duties, or can we just inquire with you on a normal basis if we hear there's something going on that we'd like to be more informed on. So whatever you say, I'm happy. I'm happy to go along with it.
Councilman Doyle, Councilman Bonilla, I think you both have excellent ideas that you should be aware of any professional contractual services that the city has with outside agencies. That is something that can very easily be addressed on a day-to-day basis so that you're aware of those contractual services. I think it's very essential that you recognize the potential to continue the services with the employee base that we have and where we have the need to contract outsource. So to be aware of what those outsources needs are and to cooperate with the justification of that, I think it is a fantastic idea and that could be addressed on a day-to-day basis rather than bringing it to a council meeting. So I kind of like both ideas in that regard so that you are appraised of those contractual services.
Well, Mayor, since we're on the same page, I'll just withdraw that motion.
And I think it's a good point, Mr. Doyle. Any contractual, vision that our city manager does that is out of scope of, where we pay our regular directors and stuff like that should be brought up to our attention.
Mayor, and that's the reason. I think in the past we haven't been brought this information. We weren't aware of some things, and I had that concern. But if Mr. Larriva is saying that he can see us on a regular basis, if we have any concerns or even if something comes up that we can go and ask him about those things, then I'm okay, But the thing is that we need to be informed because I felt we were just spending a little too much money on certain hirings and so, we have to keep kind of as a council, we have to keep, our hands on the pulse of how much is being spent when it's way over what it normally should be. So that's the reason I was also concerned about this. I don't know if you kind of see my concern.
Absolutely. Point well taken. Yes.
Okay. But as long as you're willing to give us information on our, when we have a concern, then I guess we're okay, unless we need to make it some more specific issue that we need to bring before the council. So I'm just going to withdraw that motion. Is that okay?
Oh, that transition to keep everybody informed and the new employees that come into play, they need to be informed. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
So I withdraw that motion.
Thank you, sir. Move on to D, discussion possible action regarding in-kind support in an amount not to exceed $1,500 to be provided to the police, streets, and facility departments for the upcoming Pulse on the Move 5K hosted by the Humane Society collaboration with the Santa Cruz County Animal Care and Control, scheduled for Saturday, August 8th, 2026 at 6 a.m. in downtown Nogales. Councilwoman Montiel and Mr. Bojorquez.
Yeah, so if Joanna Weiss can come up, and thank you. So as we all know, and we're saddened by the news that the Humane Society will be closing in September. And, people have reached out to probably all of us here. What can the city do? And many of you have talked to the attorney about what can we do, and he has given us some suggestions. One of the events that Joanna approached Mr. Bojorquez and I with, and she'll talk a little bit about it right now, is this event that is Paul's on the Move 5K. And she'll make her formal request here for $1,500 for in-kind for the upcoming event.
Hi, good
Hello.
evening. Good evening, Mayor and City Council. Yes, as we know, there is an urgency coming up. The Santa Cruz Humane Society, and we have a representative from there, Maria. We have an urgency in our community. The Santa Cruz County Humane Society is going to be closing, and we need to place these animals somewhere. So we came up with an idea to do a 5K Pause on the Move event based on the event that you guys had not too long ago where the community was so involved in. We thought we need to come up with an idea, something similar to that, to be able to help the animals in our community. So of course, I reached out to Ms. Lisa Montiel and Hector Bojorquez, and they met with me, and we basically asked for your help. So we are here today. This event is going to be for the community. We are going to be bringing the animals that are adoptable from both shelters to downtown Nogales. People will be able to see them, meet them. People from Tucson will be coming down to volunteer from different rescues that we work with, and they will be able to walk with the animals, greet them, etc. An adoption event that is also a wellness for the community. So it's just where vendors will be able to be present, music, family, etc. It's just an event that we think that will be encouraging enough to get enough people to come down and adopt.
Thank you. But question, and Maria, as far as I know, you guys never approached us directly. What is the financial situation with the Humane Society? That I know there's a lot of grants out there, especially for pets and stuff like that. But how bad is it?
Honestly, we have been struggling for more than a year. We have received grants, but not enough, not big grants. The biggest grant we have received is for $20,000 from Green Valley Animal League, and that's not even enough for a month. We do get small grants, but since we live in a very small community, we get $1,000 grants, $5,000. So we're based solely on donations. We do have a thrift store that helps us, so we have been maintaining ourselves with that. But I know that the economy is not great right now, and we have been struggling for donations. We haven't reached out to the city because we are a nonprofit organization. We don't know if you are able to help us or not because we we can't guarantee anything back. So I'm very grateful for animal control to help us out. Right now, we don't have, there was a deadline for September, October for us to close. Thankfully, we have been receiving donations, and we don't have a closing date as of now, which is great news.
Yes.
We have stopped accepting animals because we are uncertain of the future of the Humane Society. So we ask the community to help us out in this situation, because without you guys, like, we couldn't be here.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead, Mr. Borges.
Yes, Joanna, just a small explanation to the people here that how are these funds going to be used from the event?
So there is going to be a fee for registering to join the 5K. It is a $20 fee, and that will be directly going to our spay and neuter program, which is going to help the community. We actually held a spay and neuter event free to the public, and we're trying to do more of that. And we also want to sterilize the dogs that we currently have in our facility, and that all that funding is going to go towards that. So that is the only fee that we're going to be charging, other than the adoption fee, which is only $10.
Maria, I've noticed that you put some signs around town asking for help for this shelter, but there's no contact person or contact number. I've had some people stop me and say, where do we donate? Who do we call? How do we send the money?
So those signs were done by a volunteer, which we are very grateful for. We're very thankful for that. There is a website, it's in our Facebook account, which is GoFundMe. You can donate there. You can donate through our webpage, which is SantaCruzHumaneSociety.org. You can donate through phone, through in person, send a check, anything, any way will help us out. Even if you want to donate with supplies for our shelter, cleaning supplies, animal food, that would help us a lot.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Go ahead, Mr. Doe.
So I was just wondering on that event that you're going to have, basically, do you have any idea how many people are going to be involved in it or participate?
Well, we do have volunteers, like I said, from Tucson that are rescue groups, but we are planning, based on the outcome that you guys had not too long ago, which was like 1,000 people that joined, we want to maybe think that it's going to be between 300 and 500 people.
Okay, thank you. Mayor, my other question, I guess, would be illegal, just for, I don't know if we can discuss it for future reference on the legality of the city being able to give, aside from the in-kind, some kind of donation to the shelter. What would be the direction legally you would give us to be able to give, like if we put it on the next agenda item to donate, make a donation for well, I don't know about, it's not the shelter, it's actually
The Humane Society.
right.
Humane.
And what would how legal is that with the gift clause?
So just like with every in-kind or other donation that the council would give to a nonprofit, whether it's they're still considered a private entity under the gift and loan clause provision of the Constitution. So you have to look at what is the service that they're providing, what is the benefit the city's getting back for the amount of that donation, and it needs to be of equivalent value for what you're giving and what you're getting back. So if we get the details as to what the council would be interested in looking at for potential funding, and then we could look at what the benefit to the community, to the city would be, then we could make that analysis and give you a recommendation on that.
I guess my next question, or I mean, there would be a burden the city also if we had all, because it's more like an emergency situation with all these animals, and you can't turn it loose on the public streets because then it becomes a liability and a responsibility for the city. Would that be taken into account under these circumstances for the gift clause?
It could be. We'd have to look at it in light of I think the city has a contract with the county for animal control. So we'd have to look at everything in conjunction together, but we'd definitely look at it and see what we could do to look at what the city would be considering as a contribution and what the benefit is. The city does that with a number of different private entities, just like with, Chamber of Commerce, other agencies that provide a public benefit and a public service. This would be similar to that, and we would just look at it, but would want the specifics as to what council would be entertaining as an amount, and then the specifics as to the benefits or the services that are going to be provided.
Could you look into that? So if we need to put it on a future agenda item to be able to help this situation out and see how much we could be able to give according to, after you weigh things.
Mr. Doe, I think it's a great idea. And I think, we share the animal with the county, and I think we could probably lure in the county to pitch in also. I think,
Mayor,
work it together.
I'd like to make the motion then to approve this agenda item to give the in-kind support.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
Thank you.
Well, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Discussion and possible action regarding the in-kind in an amount not to exceed $1,500 to be provided by the Parks and Rec Facilities Department for an open meeting concerning the Dennis DeConcini Port of Entry organized by the U.S. General Services Administration, including use of the City Recreation Center gymnasium, tables, chairs, and sound system on July 22nd, 2026 from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. I put this on the agenda because GSA called me and asked me through the Port Authorities they're going to be doing a open meeting on the concern and questions of the DeConcini Port of Entry remodelization. And matter of fact, I told them, I'm going to be very limited to be there on this day because this is opening day for the regional tournament, but they're aware. And, I think we had this one meeting last time with them, and we did the same place. So that's what it's about. So,
and Mayor,
yes.
If there's no further discussion, I'd like to make a motion to approve this.
Sorry, I was just going to say that it's not really necessary to do a motion and vote on an in-kind contribution to another government agency because it's not a gift and loan clause issue. But if you want to, you can absolutely. That way you're at least on the record.
As long as it gets
Let's go by the record.
As long as it gets done.
Let's go by the record. Mr. Doyle, you'd like to do the motion?
I make a motion to approve this item.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Next, item F, discussion possible action regarding in-kind support in an amount not to exceed $1,500 to be provided by the Streets, Facilities, and Police Department to the Nogales National League Regional Baseball Tournament opening parade scheduled on July 22nd, 2026 from 3 p.m. to 3:30. Beginning at the Morley Avenue Port of Entry and ending at the Santa Cruz County Courthouse, 21 East Court Street, Nogales, Arizona. This is also I put this is the opening parade that we've done for the last 12 years for the regional tournament, which is the teams that are participating coming down and enjoy the downtown for, prior to doing opening ceremony at the park. Go ahead, Mr. Dahl.
Mayor, I just want to say that past participation in this event has placed us on the map, national map, considering that we won the World Series, I guess it was in 2014.
2014, sir.
2014, our team, home team from Nogales, with all the support of all the people in our community, from coaches and everybody involved in Little League. We sent a team out there that brought the national championship to Nogales, the Little League National Championship.
World Championship.
Makes us, go ahead, Mayor.
World champions.
World champs. World champs.
They first won the.
So and now they've chosen us to hold regional tournaments here for the World Championship. Really, well, once they go to the World Championship, but whoever wins here in this region is a representative of this region to play in the World Series. So it's a great honor to have him, Mayor. The people come from all over, from Hawaii, Oregon, Washington, but they bring, and you know, it amazes me that when Hawaii's here, there's like about anywhere from 50 to about 80 people that come from Hawaii, and they all have to stay here in our hotels and dine here, but it's the same from all the other states. So there's a lot of revenue that comes to our city sales tax from this event, and I think the least we can do is honor, host these young men that come here, because I mean it takes a lot of heart, a lot of discipline. They act, even though they're young kids, they act like young men. They come here with a purpose. Everybody wants to participate, and you know the parents come here because it's not only a growing educational experience, but cultural experience to come here close to the border, which a lot of times I think the mayor provides even some kind of excursion out into Nogales, Sonora, so that they can go and shop over there too and bring some souvenirs over. So it becomes a great experience, an exchange of ideas for our own kids with all these other kids from all over the Western region. So this is really I don't know if anybody wants to add to it, but yeah, I'm willing to make a motion, but I'll let somebody else do it.
No, you can do it.
You can do it. I make a motion, Mayor, I make a motion to approve this item on the agenda.
Thank you. Any more discussion? And thank you, Mr. Doyle. It is a great tournament, and you know, like you said, all hotels participate. You know, Candlewood, Holiday Inn, the Best Western is part of it. The Best Western is not an official host, but it is one of the hotels to accept the family members and it is on the package, like every year it has been, and the Americana. Okay, and basically, you know, back then in 2014, Mayor Garrido was the mayor, and he was the one that gave the city to put the grass on the fields. Back then, Ricky Maitorena was the president. We brought it into Nogales, and basically it was a great event, and we continue to follow. You know, I've been with the league 24 years, and it's been a great event ever since. You know, one thing I ask: go support. You know, let the city go support the kids. It's a great event. It's on the 22nd. Actually, let me go back. I know it doesn't have nothing to do with this item. Monday, July 6th, we will have a state tournament starting at 5 p.m. at Fletcher Field. We've got 6 teams coming from the state. You know, that's to get the winner of the Arizona team for this regional tournament. So the winner of next week's tournament will be the Arizona team, and they will be representing Arizona at the regional, which starts on Wednesday the 22nd. And another special thing that we're going to have after the parade's at 3 up to 3:30. At 4 o'clock, we have the opening ceremony at Fletcher Field. After the opening ceremony, we're going to have a challenge baseball game against the Nogales team. It's good. Sierra Vista has challenged kids that are, you know, from age I think they're from age 16 to 22 or 25, and they're going to play our Nogales kids, but they're all challenge kids with disabilities. They're going to play a challenge game, and then after that, we're going to have two games. So the first 2 games of the tournament goes on to the championship game on July 30th. That's when the championship game is. That's going to, unfortunately, Woodland Sports started forcing us to have it in the morning, so we'll probably play the championship game on the 30th at 10 a.m., depending on Mother Nature. So that's the plan. Yes, sir.
I felt a little left out, Mayor. I was on Mayor Garino's during his administration.
You were there.
I was supportive of everything that went for Little League back then, and you know, that's the kind of support Nogales has always shown.
You were there.
So thank you, Mayor, and
thank you.
And yes, I was there. I think at one time I donated meals for all the kids when they came back from the championship.
Yep.
Not from the city. That was just a personal gesture.
No, it was fun. So thank you. With that said, all in favor? Aye.
Wait, I don't think, was there a second?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So all in favor, ayes.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Next, we move to item 9, liquor license. A public hearing, consideration, and possible action on liquor license number 2026-13, consideration of a recommendation to approve an insurance of a Series 012 restaurant liquor license to Ragazzi's Northern Italian Cuisine, 204 West Mariposa Road, number 6, Nogales, Arizona, 85621.
Second. I have a question.
This is a public hearing opening, right? Yes. So is there anybody in the audience that would have any comments against this?
I just have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Melendez, I'm seeing here on the application, did Ragazzi change ownership? Because the who's petitioning for the liquor license is not the same person as that I know is the owner. Is there a reason why they're different?
I believe there was a new owner. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Anybody in the audience that has any comments or anything? This is a public hearing. That's it. Close the public hearing. Okay, with that said, do I have a motion? Yes, second. Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Number 10, orders. A, consideration possible action on order number 2026-07-036, an order of the mayor and council of the city of Nogales, Arizona, authorizing an intergovernmental agreement with Nogales Unified School District number 1 for reimbursement of the salaries and employee-related expenses of 2 schools resources officers assigned to Nogales High School and Wade Carpenter Middle School for the 2026-2027 school year. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. B, consideration possible action of order number 2026-07-037, an order of the mayor and council for the city of Nogales, Arizona, approving an intergovernmental agreement, IGA, with the Nogales Unified School District number 1, NSUSD, related to the use of facilities. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. C, consideration possible action of order number 2026-07-038, an order of the mayor and council of the city of Nogales, Arizona, authorizing an intergovernmental agreement with the Nogales Unified School District number 1 for the reimbursement of the salaries and employee-related expenses for fire medical service for school district events. Second? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Moving on to number 11, ordinance. A, consideration possible action of ordinance number O 2026-07-004, an ordinance of the mayor and council of the city of Nogales, Arizona, declaring the document entitled Public Arts on City Property as a public record, amending the City of Nogales City Code, Chapter 5, Building and Building Regulations by creating a new Article 7, Art Regulations for city-owned property, providing for repeal and conflicting ordinances, providing for severability, providing for penalties, and providing for an effective date.
Second.
Any discussion? You guys all understand this one? Do you understand this one? What the ordinance is? Yes? Does everybody understand what the ordinance is?
Are there any questions to?
Any questions? Okay. Okay. Thank you. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Number 12, resolutions. A consideration possible action of resolution number R 2026-07-006, a resolution of the mayor and council of the city of Nogales, Arizona, designating the chief of fiscal officer, CFO, to officially submit the fiscal year 2026 expenditure limitation report to the Arizona Auditors General.
Second.
Any discussion? Go ahead, Ms. Montiel.
Mr. Estes, can you tell me a little bit about that? And the responsibility that lies on the council when it comes to the Arizona Auditor General?
So yes, this is a statutory requirement. Every year the council has to designate a CFO, the individual responsible for submitting the expenditure report to the state auditor. It's just a matter of course, something that every municipality has to do every year. This is separate and distinct from the audit that the city is conducting with it, that it does annually with regard to its own audit. This is just as to the expenditure limitation report that has to be submitted to the Auditor General every year.
Okay, thank you for making that distinction.
Thank you. Any other questions? Sorry. We had a motion in a second. Okay. Just confirming. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. B, consideration possible action of resolution number R 2026-07-007, a resolution of the mayor and council of the city of Nogales, Arizona, declaring the use of concertina wire along the Mexican border within the incorporated area of the city of Nogales dangerous, and urging the federal government to remove all concertina wire within the corporate limits of the city of Nogales. Second. Any discussion? Go ahead, Vice Mayor.
I think this item was brought up back when they started putting the Constantina wire. Mayor Garino at that time brought that up and wrote a resolution on that. And it didn't go too far, but I don't know if there's any changes to this item that's going to make it go. So that's my only comment.
Any other? My comment to legal was, and I just actually noticed it right now where we put Mexican border. Is that what it's considered, or is it the U.S. border?
That's what was in the prior resolution, so
Mhm.
kept,
Stay ready.
kept some of the language consistent with the prior resolution that was done in 2019, but updated it. But if you want, we can.
U.S.-Mexico border?
U.S.-Mexico border.
Okay.
Just
I think
that.
that is, okay. Can we amend that to read that?
Yes, we
Okay.
can do that as a typographical.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Ms. Montiel.
Eric was going to be here, right, Mr. Estes? I thought I saw him here. Guess he left. Eric, who presented on this issue months ago. So I just wanted to make sure maybe he didn't go to the restroom or something, but I saw him sitting there.
Want me to go check real quick? Or?
Well, in the restroom?
Knock on the side.
No, I mean, Okay.
We're
I
down
just
to
didn't
vote.
He was here, so maybe he left and he wanted to say a couple of words, but
Well, that's all
okay.
right. Well,
With
that's
that said,
it.
we could just-
You guys in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
Nay.
Thank you. Motion passes.
If Ms. Montiel was going to afford the young man that was supposed to speak at the call to the public, right?
He can't be speaking like that.
Okay.
This ordinance,
No.
if she could afford the person time right now, that she solicited.
We've already voted on it, so it's a done deal, Mr. Barra. Thank you.
But
Go ahead.
I was going to ask, Mayor, on resolutions, legal, does the general public have a right to comment on them, or?
No, it is a council decision. The state law is that the general public has the right to attend, listen, and record council meetings. So it's up to
Only on the ordinances.
Not even on ordinances. The only time that the general public is legally has the right to make comment is at a public hearing. So it's up to council. Different municipalities do it differently. Some allow public comment on every agenda item, some don't. Some allow those comments to be made at a call to the public. So it just depends on the council's discretion and decision on how you want to handle the council meetings.
Thank you.
So we already had voted.
But yeah,
Go back?
the matter's been voted
Yeah,
and
that's what I thought.
completed, so the proper course would be to continue to move forward.
The proper thing would have been, does anybody else have anything to comment on if you were going to afford that gentleman time?
Okay, we'll move on.
Proper and etiquette would
Mr.
constitute
Mr. Pryor, we're going to continue with the meeting. Thank you.
I know you guys already voted on it,
Mhm.
but you got to see both sides of the coin. Okay?
Thank you. Item 13, move to executive session. Do you have a motion?
Second.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Vote. Move to executive session. reconvene from executive session. We go down to number 14, Mayor's and Council report on current events. Mr. Bonilla. Mr. Doyle.
Mayor, I just want to mention that I'd like to pay my respect to the family of former Councilman Armando Lopez. His older brother, a Vietnam veteran, passed away. Always a great asset to the community. Their family has always been, motivated here in Nogales and supporting and all things. But it was Mr. Jose Oscar Lopez that passed on. Like I said, a Vietnam veteran and brother of a former councilman and also firefighter. I believe he was Mr. La Riva, Armando Lopez.
Yes.
Yeah, so he was a former firefighter. But I just would like to make honorable mention of their participation in our community, and they've always supported Nogales in every way. And we're going to miss him because he was a natural leader. He was always very supportive of anyone that needed any help. He would try to help them out the best way he could. And he also, once he came back from Vietnam, he I don't remember what he retired from, but he worked, he contracted with BP. Yeah, and so he was always active, but we're going to miss him. And I just wanted to mention that, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Menendez?
Well, we're now working on the Fiestas Patrias event.
No, pues.
On the Fiestas Patrias event that is going to be September the 12th. This year is going to be a little different. We're going to have it at the Nogales High School auditorium, so we're not going to be using any in-kind from the city, even though the city is part of it. And it's going to be a free concert with a Sinfónica. And I'll send you flyers as soon as I have them available. That's all.
Is that for the 15 September?
Yeah, but it's going to be on September. Yeah, but it's going to be September 12th.
Yeah.
What? Hasn't it always been downtown?
That's what she said. She moved it.
We're not going to. Oh,
Is it-
we're not
you know
going.
that?
We're going to change this year, although the people that we've been telling, they are not very happy with the idea, but that's what the Consulado wants this year.
Before there, though. They've had it at the high school before.
We had it, yeah, but there's not going to be any food or vendors available, so we're not going to be helping that way. But we'll see, but this year is going to be at the Nogales High School auditorium.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, just a quick update. So we're pretty much all organized for the 4th of July event, right? Mr. Lariva with Parks and Rec and everybody that is involved, and the police department, fire department, everybody is on board. This is not the first rodeo, like Mr. Jimenez said. They've done always a great job. All council has received a bag, and I see it on top. If there's anything missing, please let me know by tomorrow. You have your T-shirt and your parking tickets and so forth. And the parade is at 11:15, which is a little different, and they did a great job making the public know that it is a little different this year. And so it's very exciting. And today, just kudos to the library. They did a wonderful 250 event, part of everything that's been going on regarding the birthday of America. And we're closing up this Saturday. Thank you.
Ms. Parra?
Nothing to report, Mayor.
Vice Mayor?
Yes, going back to the parade, I'm gonna be participating with my truck, and I'm gonna promote the Santa Cruz Humane Society for the donations and stuff like that.
Good job. Thank you. Well, looking forward to this weekend. Make sure everybody helps out and attends. Hopefully, we'll have a great time and people behave. That's the main thing. thank you for letting me go to Hermosillo. I think it was a very successful event. There's people interested in coming to Nogales and opening business. I was a part of a panel, and obviously, we're cheaper in cost than Phoenix and Tucson and all that. And we had a couple of people come up to me and really ask, what we have and what the border is and all that, because there's a lot of people that don't know. So thank you for allowing me to participate in it. I think, the question is, how can both the city and the county get together and come up with a strategy of, shovel-ready permitting and applications, business license, and all that. I think that it's something we got to work with both city and the county, because there is a lot of confusion sometimes, because certain details pertain to the city and certain details pertain to the county. Where we gotta, and the county was there. They had all two supervisors there, and the county manager and the assistant. And we were talking about, how to get this thing done. So I think they're in, to support. So with that, besides that, Consulado did a great job. Everybody's enjoying the World Cup. I'm not going to go to details. Just my main thing right now is baseball, starting Monday. And so that's all I've got. Any future agenda items? Nope. Yes, sir.
Needs to be a future agenda item, because you were touching some of the things that we can do on permitting and whatnot. Maybe just if our city manager can get us some information. I don't feel comfortable in going. Well, I don't think we have a planning and zoning director right now. So, but anyway, what it is on how can we bring more housing to Nogales, more practical housing, like prefabs. Is there designated areas zoned for prefabs, or that you're aware of, or? Okay, but okay, sorry about that. I guess I tried to catch a ride here with the mayor talking about. Okay, but it's something that we can discuss probably in. So as a future agenda item, with getting information from you, maybe we can put it on the council and talk about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Additional meetings that we have next week.
True. We have hold on. Put in your calendars. We have in August, right?
No, next
week.
July 8th at 10 in the morning.
Yeah, July 8th at 10 on the home rule. Okay, home rule.
Are we going to be able to place other items on the agenda, or question?
If it's urgent?
No, well.
If it's urgent. If it's urgent. Something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, July 8th, 10 a.m. And the other one is also on the 15th, because it asks for two meetings.
Right. Public hearing for
two public hearings. 8th and 15th at 10 a.m. 8 and 15 at 10 a.m.
And July 23rd for the CDBG.
Yes, and July 23rd for the CBDG, which is, we got to come out with what projects we're gonna. So, maybe discuss on the 10th, on the 8th or the 15th, put it as a discussion item to discuss, hey, what are you guys thinking on putting for the CBDG grant Remember? The 23rd. 10 a.m.
We have a meeting on the 9th.
But I think, remember I threw out parks, bathrooms at the parks and stuff like that. The other day I was at the baseball parks, and I don't know why, all baseball parks have removed all water fountains. So I know there's, good water fountains are outdated. I think, we could find solutions to having good water fountains in our parks. I know hardly anybody drinks off the fountain now, no more. They fill up their jug type of fountains, but I think we could work with something. So, at Memorial Park, I know I had a discussion with an employee, and, what can hurt us there is our old pipes. Our old pipes, maybe, and I'm not sure how we're at the other parks that doesn't make it worth it to do that. But I think there's solutions, and if it's not that we use the old system, maybe we could put new system. So, all right.
And staff's going to be meeting with the CDBG people on the 9th, so then they can add that as a discussion item for the 15th, and then you guys can have the meeting for that specific issue on the 23rd.
Will's coming, or so?
There's a staff meeting on the 9th. Will recommended that the council not be
present.
The staff are to bring the projects to the table, and whatever projects come out of that, and they get put up for mayor and council for approval.
Okay. Right. All good? Move to adjourn. All in favor? All right. Opposed? Meeting adjourned.